Manifestation is the phenomenon in which our thoughts take form in the outside world. The things we sincerely think about and emotionalize become reality in the 3D world, able to be perceived by our senses that at once was just a figment of our imagination. We do not ask for a savior in these moments, waiting for something on the outside of us to hand us what we want. Instead, what we need comes forth from within. When I first figured this out, it scared me. You mean I can have the art career I always wanted if I just think positive? I became obsessive about my thoughts and fearful of my thoughts, for I was always so negative and insecure about my art. What other people thought about it, how stupid I probably looked, and how embarrassing this is. So I completely 180'd. I became delusionally confident and positive, and pissed people off and pissed myself off in the process. Still, I felt no closer to achieving my goal of being a full-time artist. In moments of weakness, I would write off my manifestation abilities and fall right back into a negative cycle. The piece that I was missing was that the way we truly manifest our art career is beyond thinking positive. It is beyond believing in yourself. Rather, it is who and what we are a part of, moment to moment. We can direct our lives through manifestation, down the path we do want or the path that we fear. I can choose to direct myself and my life down a path of being an artist and choosing to create every day. Or I can go down a path of disbelief out of fear that I wouldn't be able to figure it out. Which path we choose all depends on how aware we are of our own abilities and the awareness of those we surround ourselves with as well. We are not helpless victims of whatever comes about in life. Everyone is a manifester, and everyone is a genius. We are all equal in our abilities to manifest, yet unique in how we choose to activate this power or give it away. If we want to be an artist sincerely, we will carve out the path to creation each day through the baby step method, chipping away at it little by little, day by day. Or we can use our powers to believe that it is impossible to have everything we ever wanted, and we will make friends that feel the same way and will only draw once a year. If you have a desire, and it is sincere and true, to become an artist, then it becomes a thought. As you let it go and just create, and don't worry about how it's going to happen, putting it out there, it starts to happen, and you become the witness of how the thought takes form. There is no force to be with you. It isn't magical, but it is about feeling the emotions and the feelings as if it were already true, that you were exactly where you wanted to be in each moment, and doing what that successful version of yourself would do every day, what they would post online, what events they would attend, feeling the emotions, doing the actions, thinking the thoughts, and letting go of any and all worries is how it floods towards you as you have made it who you are already without the need for outside validation of your truth. I watched the news earlier on YouTube because I found out about a YouTuber I used to watch when I was growing up who was in an accident and that put her in a coma. This newscaster in particular had such an ability to make me emotionalize and believe the things he was saying in such a gut-wrenching and tragic way that it felt like he was telling me about something that was happening to me. I began to weep because I felt like it was me who is now in critical condition because of this accident. Or when he was talking about her loved ones grieving, I suddenly felt like it was my sister or my daughter who this happened to, and I became devastated, and it completely threw me off center for 4 hours. This got me thinking about the news, and how the newscaster speaks words into the viewer's ears that the viewer then thinks thoughts about in their mind, and then they begin to emotionalize it, and then believe it to be reality because it's on TV, and people who have authority are telling the viewers about it and how awful it is. And the viewers feel and act as if the tragedy happened to them in their lives, and so it has happened to them in a way, because our minds and our emotions are out of control and depressive as if it did happen in their lives. Fear and negative emotion of all kinds and sorts shuts down the immune system immediately, causing every kind of disease and every kind of trouble, and it all originates from our mind. In this way, we're using our powers of manifestation to have the things we fear and do not want. When we're in a constant state of need, never happy enough, not enough money, not enough time, not enough energy, not enough love, we search and scoundrel for a morsel of these pleasures on the outside, and yet we always seem to come up short. People who drink like 5 coffees a day yet can't get out of bed. People who make $75K a year and they feel like they're broke. People who hate spending money and fear losing it and cope with this fear by wasting all their money to show themselves that there's nothing to fear. Those influencers that get 1 million subscribers, it's all they ever wanted, but yet they're more depressed than ever. There is always a downside to this kind of pleasure seeking. When is the other shoe going to drop? What goes up must come down. You've heard it all before. Manifesting negative outcomes is a common thing to do when it comes to manifestation because it is pervasive in our everyday lives. It's a widely held belief that it is difficult and that only rich people can do it. This has been programmed in my brain since I was a child. In regards to becoming a successful artist or making art my career, I always liked to draw, but it never crossed my mind that maybe this is something I should dedicate my life to until I was 22 years old. We continuously tell ourselves and each other that it will be a long, treacherous road. Only the lucky ones will survive, that you better shoot everyone around you in the foot because there's a stealthy competition out there, crabs in a bucket everywhere. Using our powers of manifestation to scream at someone for using you, to hate them for pretending to be your friend, to say you ruined my life, I'll never be an artist because of this one art teacher that completely ruined my ability to create in some way. All this does is keep us in chaos, confusion, and bewilderment because we are thinking, believing, and acting on these things with everything we do. When this consciousness is utilized for negative outcomes, it becomes pervasive. Our loved ones become people who reiterate those beliefs that we hold, and we contribute and manifest this reality all together at once. However, the good news is you can take yourself out of whatever it is you don't want to be in by not being in it. How you get out is by going within. What better way to do that than to create your art, whatever your art form? I know personally for myself, my art is an outlet for which I can express myself and feel the feelings I have most authentically in my heart and live in my own little world for a while and literally watch as my inner world unfolds into physical form. This is why artists are so powerful. Think about it. If you paint, you have the ability to visualize yourself in whatever scenario you want to be in and paint it onto a canvas. You can see it, visualize it in a real way, and you can create it, whatever you want, immediately. You can paint it, emotionalize it, think it, feel it with your fingers, express it, and through this, it is likely to manifest into your actual life. If you're a musician, singing is another one of the most powerful manifestation tools. Since I started thinking about how singing is so powerful, I haven't even been able to listen to any of the songs I used to like or listen to because I realize how absolutely negative they are. Like the popular song right now, the Please, Please, Please Don't Prove I'm Right song, that makes me feel so sad. I don't know what it is about the song, but it just makes me feel negative and like makes me feel like every negative belief I hold is right and it's just inevitable. I'm going to be proven right for all these negative beliefs or whatever. And it's just awful because it gets stuck in my head easily and it's so negative for me. And it makes me feel like I'm manifesting a world. I'm attaching myself confidence to what someone else thinks of me. Whereas if I sing something like, whose world is this? It's mine, it's mine, it's mine. Whose world is this? It's yours. I instead feel like I can do whatever I want in life. It makes me resonate in my own ability to remember who I am and how I've equal footing on earth. It is just as much mine as anyone else's. So, musicians can write manifestation chants and affirmations that are literal spells to manifest whatever they want, and they can chant them every single day or affirm themselves with song. Okay, anyways, we're all manifestors, and we're all doing it all the time. When we are out of touch with ourselves, we allow our mind to be agitated, our emotions jerked all around, and our thoughts lined up on what we believe will fill the void. But the only void is that you think you are void without. You already have it all. You already are an artist. Let your divine purpose manifest through you by keeping your consciousness in the possibilities are endless state, by being a witness, an observer to the beauty all around you, all of the things working their way, and aligning perfectly. Soak it all up. I really want to commend you, because it is a real challenge to be able to confront your participation in something that is working against you. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.